Hello and welcome to weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Vice-Chancellor Professor Andrabi interacts with the participants in ASC. Director DLL talks about importance of skill courses for students. And Kashmir University students win awards in North Zone Inter-University Festival. Now, the details of these events with your host Nisar Dharma. Academic Staff College organized an interaction with the Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Khurshid Iqbal Andrabi. The interaction was held in the hall of Academic Staff College, during which participants of the refresher course from various colleges and universities posed a number of queries to Professor Andrabi. Director ASC Professor G.M. Sangmi, while introducing Professor Andrabi, told participants that the present Vice-Chancellor can be an ideal teacher for many aspiring teachers, for his zeal and motivation towards teaching.
My friends, I was expressing what Professor Andrabi has achieved. Again, I would say not with any other objective except that one, that many of us who are here, they are going to have interaction with their students daily basis, number one. Now, some of you are young who are in the line of research. I would like that we should have certain ideals. And sometimes when we see a teacher is always an ideal for a student. So I believe that if there is something good about a person, we must try to imitate that. If we can, factify that or copy that or imitate that, I think that's in the goodness and that's in the best interest of the society as well. With these words, I welcome the Honorable Vice-Chancellor.
Interacting with the participants, Professor Andrabi told them that the quality of teachers who are recruited should be exemplary.
Primarily, the quality of teaching at entry level, teachers at entry level, has to be immensely immaculate. You cannot dispense with that. Perhaps the problem with that is that you can see the difference in the departments where you have good entry-level teachers versus where you have routine entry-level teachers. And it just shows. He talked about Department of Biotechnology. You see the entry-level teachers are extraordinary. And that's why the department has made a name for itself. We compromise on quality in recruiting faculty. If that keeps on happening, your education system will never improve. Basically, it is the delivery that goes to the student. If the teacher is bad, the student will be bad. By coincidence, a student may be extraordinary in his intellect, and he may make it through, but he will not do as good as he would otherwise. So it's very important that the quality of teachers we recruit has to be of immense immaculation, immense potential, such as they deliver back to the students.
Asked how he will improve the standards of teaching and research in the university, Professor Andrabi told them that there are two types of people in university, and both of them need space to perform in their respective areas.
See, there are two classes of people in the university. One is people who are really inclined to research. Another is people who are really inclined to teaching. I am having some bit for both of these. We will basically have, inshallah, a small research institute created wherein we would have all these researchers moved and given an independent laboratory, not much to do with teaching. And the rest of the people, we would have lots of teaching to do. We are also planning on having an undergraduate college within the campus so that people, they also get inspired. Smaller, young students also get inspired that university level teacher is teaching them. So you would have something for both, so that you actually create small name for somebody who is really involved in doing good quality research and not being bothered by too much of teaching load, and teachers who enjoy teaching. So you would have justice done for both.
Replying to the query on work culture in the university, Professor Andrabi said that dismissing and suspending an employee is not the option, but one has to carry all the members like a team and make them to contribute.
So you have to basically manage things by basically circumventing all these bottlenecks and obstacles. The best way to do that is that the larger folk in the university is the young folk, or the new recruits. They have to create a culture of how things would shape up in the next 10 years, because they are here 30 years. Now, if you recruit exactly the same kind of people now, you are not doing anything to change this culture. I am not there to transform this university in 3 years, but you set things in motion such that in next 20 years, this university will be a different university. Inshallah. So, that is not the way things are done. They will not work at all. So you have to extract that amount of work and still build a system or mindset, change mindset such that the university gets to benefit from these changes in next 10 years.
Dear students, Directorate of Lifelong Learning's role is to impart skills not only among the illiterate and less educated, but also to people who are highly educated. It tries to bring change in the lives of the common masses by providing them professional, vocational, skill-based, and job-oriented courses. Director DLL, Dr. G.H. Mir, told Quest Team that presently the Directorate is running a number of professional, vocational courses with an aim to impart skills to youth so that they become self-dependent.
We have to supply to the world 25% of the skilled manpower in different trades. But the fact is that the manpower should be skilled, it should be competitive, it should be qualitative, it should meet the demand at national and international level.
He said that higher education has not been able to make people employable because they are not skilled, and as such, they become a liability rather than an asset for the society.
When they come back after completing their higher education, there is total mismatch between the education and the world of work. As we have sent them to higher education with the expectation that they will come out as the assets, they will contribute towards their families, they will contribute towards their own personal future career mobility, upward mobility, and they will contribute towards the development of their community. But it all turns turtle, because when they come back, they, instead of becoming the assets, they turn out to be the liabilities. This is the greatest setback. This is the greatest failure of our higher education system, and this has to be equal out. This has to be faced. This has to be answered, replied only by creating a vocational base at the grassroots level, because there is no shortage of employment, there is no shortage of jobs, but there is shortage of one thing, that is skilled manpower, expert manpower, qualitative manpower.
Dr. Mir said that it is the endeavor of the Directorate to renew the relevance, interest, and economic potential of youth by making them skilled.
We can go for any other course which is the need and demand of the market, which can help the youth to promote their livelihood, to earn their livelihood. And our idea has been not to impart only skill to the educated youth, but to develop entrepreneurial traits among them. They should not remain confined to the job seeking only, but they should become the job providers, and they should create something for others to follow, which will help them, the others, to earn their livelihood.
He opined that DLL is not simply training them, but imparting quality and competitive skills in the youth so that they are able to face challenges of the modern world. The Directorate has also adopted Lassipora area in Pulwama district to groom the local talent there so that they are recruited in the industries that are coming up there.
The number of industrial units at the moment is near about 200, and it is likely to increase for more than 400. And each and every unit is in need of skilled manpower, whether it is electrician, whether it is plumber, whether it is that machine operator, whether it is office management person, whether it is computer boy, whether it is this account slowing person, and each unit basically needs such type of, as and when there will be growth of these units, they will require more and more manpower, skilled manpower. But what the university has done under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor Professor Khurshid Iqbal Indrabi, that we have adopted that area. We have at the very beginning started 3 courses: office management course, Tally ERP 9, and basic computer and internet.
Dr. Mir said that various courses are being introduced in the DLL, and one such course that they are proposing is civil aviation.
We are today having a meeting with the Goyer authorities of India to launch one important course that had instant placement opportunities. That is the aviation management course. And we are having under the leadership of Vice Chancellor, and Inshallah Rahman, I hope that we will prove equal to the expectations of the community, to the expectations of the youth. And our Vice Chancellor too is very eager to launch this and many such type of courses. For example, he is very insisting on this automobile course. Certainly, this is the need of the hour. This is the need of the day. This is the need of the each and every person. Where he is eager to have plumbing course. He is eager to have this carpentry.
Director DLL also informed Quest team that despite dearth of industries in Kashmir, those who have been trained in the directorate have been able to set up their own small units and recruit youth.
There are many people who have established their small micro units, and you see many of them are earning in thousands of rupees, and many of them, as I told earlier, they have not become now the job seekers, they have become job creators, and they have given jobs to so many people in their respective units. I will quote one example. I am having one electrician. He is having a group of 12 electricians with him at the very moment. And whatever those contractors in electrifying the government buildings at the moment, he gets all the contracts because of the skilled manpower.
Students of Kashmir University won top positions in the recently concluded North Zone Inter-University Youth Festival Udghosh 2015. The festival was organized by Association of Indian Universities at the Jammu University. A team comprising of 12 students under Cultural Officer Mr. Shahid Ali Khan participated in debate, elocution, quiz, poster making, spot photography, collage making, painting, and Rangoli competitions at the North Zone Inter-University Youth Festival. Mr. Shahid said that around 900 students from different universities of North India participated in the festival.
12 students from University of Kashmir participated in the North Zone Inter-University Youth Festival organized by Association of Indian Universities and Ministry of Youth Affairs, Government of India, and the event was hosted by Jammu University this year. Around 900 students from various universities from northern India participated in the event. The events were debates, painting, poster competitions, music, theatre, and so many events. And our students participated in literary events. We participated in debate competition, elocution competition, and quiz competition. And mashallah and alhamdulillah, our students won second prize in the quiz competition, and in fine arts we won third prize in the collage competition, and students won first prize in the cultural procession.
He said that those students who took part in the festival have already performed and excelled in the Sonzal Festival of Kashmir University.
Every year, the Department of Students' Welfare organizes its annual youth festival, Sonzal. And in Sonzal, we organize number of events. We organize debates, declamation competitions, elocution competitions, quiz competitions, painting, poster, collage, and so many other events. We also organize theatre events. We organize one-act plays, circuit competitions, miming. In music, we organize light vocal, classical, percussion, non-percussion events. And the winners of these events actually represent the University of Kashmir in the national and international events.
The cultural officer said that DSW not only trains students for such events, but also facilitates their participation.
After the North Zone level competition, students are eligible to participate in the national event, and then in the national level winners, they get the opportunity to represent the country in South Asian Inter-University Youth Festival. Department of Students Welfare organize various competitive events, and with the help of our principals in affiliated colleges and heads of the teaching departments, they send their students to us, and we hone them, we train them. After the proper training, we send them to different competitions, and after winning the competitions, we facilitate them, we felicitate them with the awards and with the honors.
Now, a look at some of the important notifications of Kashmir University.
Markaz-e-Noor Center for Sheikhul Alam Studies, University of Kashmir, is organizing a seminar on the topic Sheikh Hamza Makhdoom Rahmatullahi Alayh, Life and Contribution Towards the Kashmir Society, in the first week of March 2015. In this connection, the scholars and researchers are requested to send the abstracts of their research papers up to 20th February 2015 to the office of the chairman, Markaz-e-Noor. The abstracts of the papers can be mailed on our email address at sheikhulalamchair@gmail.com.
With this, we come to the end of our today's program. Log on to our website emmrckashmir.com to watch the latest episode of Quest. Send us your valuable suggestions at quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. Courage is what you earn when you have been through the tough tides and you discover they aren't so tough after all.